Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Hey traders, I want to give you I want to give you a quick market update on what's actually happening with the markets here and a few things that I'm looking at to show you. First thing, let me just show you. First thing, I want to show you the Nasdaq, because the Nasdaq I actually really like, actually for more downside. And let me show the reason why. Yesterday I did a video about the monthly charts, and I talked about how this reversal candlestick bar is definitely weak in itself. So that was the monthly charts. And if you look at the action that actually happened this morning, you see what the stochastics are and the RSI and everything's pointing up, and we had sort of we had a lot of small little up day as well too coming into play. That's what we see on this. This is the daily chart here. So we see on the daily chart here, and we can see this whole bunch of area of support and resistance where the market's had a lot of area of support and resistance through here. So it's definitely like to find a lot of resistance through there, I would say. But looking at this chart formation, we may get a little bit more upside. But one thing I'm looking at here is if I show you the weekly chart. Now that was the daily chart, this is a weekly chart. You can see I like to look at all these different time frames to see what's going on. And the Nasdaq, as you can see, this is a weekly chart, remember, and the Nasdaq in itself, if you see here, the Nasdaq actually had a lot of resistance through here. Once it broke through here, found support, now it broke down, it's likely to find a lot of resistance, and we're likely to start heading back down. So this little rally up, to me, is a little false rally, okay? Like what we saw today, and maybe even tomorrow, we're likely to get maybe a little bit more upside. Now, how far can it go? That's where I go to the hourly charts. So now, okay, so this is how I want you guys to go, okay? This is how, like, when reading the charts, you can really build a big picture. Firstly, the monthly charts, you can see how we're making lower lows and lower highs going down. We can also see the markets ran down and created an up month, and then we create a reversal month as well too. So if we get like a little bit more upside, especially when we start to get to, say, the high point of that point through there, which is only around about a 1% move to the high side, a 1%, it's going to start finding a lot of resistance, which is this bar over here. It's actually one technique that I've actually learned from one of my past mentors. Is he talks about using the previous bar as support. And now what I mean by that is, you can see here that we actually had, if you just say use this bar example here, right, we had a down bar through here, the market ran up and closed up through here. So what actually happened is that this now here becomes a support level. Look at this, the market ran down, came down a little bit more, and came straight back up and held high, and then we came down, came straight back up there, and as you can see, look at that point through there. That's where it rejected it, right? Why? Because this point through here, and now it rejected it. Now we've got this point through here and this point through here. So we could get a little bit more rally to the high side on this monthly bar and still be in a bearish mode. So that's the monthly bar. The weekly bar, as I said before, with the weekly bar, we've already started coming down here. If I squeeze up a little bit more, we're already starting to break down. So this little rally up, movement up through here, to me, it doesn't say anything. I don't think we're going to break above these highs here. I just don't see that happening. And obviously we're seeing on the daily chart what's happening. But the thing is, is this now getting ready to turn around and have another run to the high side? Well, that's where I like to bring up my hourly chart. So as you can see, right, I'm timing my way in on all of these charts. And if you look at this hourly chart actually looks quite weak. And so if I bring up, say, a line, you can see how the market came down through there and we went sideways, and we came down through there and we had a little run up and we had a big drop down, and then we're having run back up. And this line through here, this line through here, that's that weekly resistance. Also the daily resistance as well too. But this is where the market's had major problems breaking through. So now it's broken through. Guess what we're likely to get here? X marks the spot. We're likely to get a lot of resistance, and then we're likely to bounce, go down. Makes sense? So I'm not just saying I think the market's going to go down because I think the market's going to go down. No, what I'm saying here is I'm looking at this market over. I'm saying, okay, this is what I see on the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq's rallying higher into this area of resistance, and so now I'm expecting a bit more downside coming through there. So that's the Nasdaq through there. Let's see what actually happened here. Same with the S&P as well too. If I bring up the S&P, but looking at the monthly charts again, we're getting into this area here, this major areas of resistance, and if I bring that trend line up just a little bit more, where the market couldn't close, we're actually getting very, very close to that point through there. And also, I've same with the S&P, and also the Russell as well too. Russell was doing the same, but on the Russell, on the hourly chart, which is very, very, very interesting. On the hourly chart, it's same thing here, but this is looking very weak. As in you can see this market's actually had a big run down, and now we've had this run up through here. And so I'm expecting if it does run up, we're likely to get maybe a little bit more upside into that area of resistance, and then straight down. And that's what we're seeing through here, right? We're starting to break down. We're starting to show the market starting to flow through to the downside, and so that's what I'm seeing there on the hourly charts, guys. And so, but if we don't falter through there, then we're likely to make new highs. But I don't think that's coming, guys. I think overall, we're looking at these markets here, and we're looking at the markets, and it's like, okay, these markets, these bigger longer-term pictures, the longer-term picture, guys, hasn't changed. And look at this monthly chart. Okay, if you look at this monthly chart and squeeze this monthly chart up on the Russell, there is nothing bullish about that monthly chart. There really isn't. It's like, what's bullish about it? We're making lower peaks. Now we're rolling over again, and lower troughs. Like at that monthly chart, it's like that spells me maybe a bit of sideways movement, and then down to 20, maybe. Maybe. So anyway, so that's basically what I see there, guys. I want to give you a quick little update of what I see there, and some things. Hopefully, guys, that this is also giving you some things to look out for. And again, it's all about reading the charts, monthly charts, weekly charts, daily charts, and even the hourly chart as well, to see what's actually happening within inside the day, to know what to expect. And sometimes you can see what's actually through and there. The hourly chart can give you a bit more of a guidance of what's actually happening on the smaller picture. Maybe for what's happening for the last couple of days or the last week. Then say the daily chart can, and the weekly chart's giving you the bigger picture as well too. So anyway, guys, I hope that helps you out. And this is just what I'm seeing on the markets. Let's see what happens this week. Hey, it's John Howell here, and thanks so much for watching my video. You see, I'm putting out daily videos and education on helping you learning the art of successful trading. So click on the subscribe button to keep up to date with every video I do. Also, check out my story video, $250,000 in debt, cancer, overweight, family passing away, lived on the streets, and more, and how I overcome it and now thriving through my life. This is here to motivate you, so click on that image to watch my video. And lastly, if you're struggling with your trading, then you need to see my latest webinar where I'm sharing with you an amazing strategy that allows you to generate an income without getting the direction right. So click on that image on this page to register for my next free webinar. This is John Howell here. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.